Hey people, it's Adil with Fresh Mark Scents. Today I'll be looking at perfumes with a great scent trail that will gain interest from afar, 2 meters, maybe more. These are summer scents because the sun has come up a little bit. And let's get straight into the summer fresh scents that gain attention from a distance. First one we're looking at is right in my hand, K Eau de Parfum. This is a great transitional scent that goes from winter to summer months, because it's fruity, yet it has a great woody base. It's got a festive cardamom and blood orange spice thing going on, which really transitions it into the fruity, summery months, which are all about new bloom and new beginnings. So that is the first one. And also in the same section is Cedrat Boise, because they both have a spicy thing going on. This one has a spices top note, little bit spicy, but it has a zingy yet creamy lemon and sandalwood note. So this is great for the transitional months, bringing from the woodiness of the previous warmer months and transitioning into the fruity side. It means it's a great transitional perfume, and it has a lot of versatility towards it. So these two, Cedrat Boise and K Eau de Parfum. Another one going into the summer fresh scents, a lot more oceanic freshness from Versace Dylan Blue. This has a great fresh out the shower vibe. The bergamot is sparkling, it's enveloping. It's mixed with neroli, so it has a very clean white floral and smooth quality whilst being very fresh and revitalizing. So the next one is going into the beach fresh scents. So these are the really fresh scents that would be remind you of the seaside, going out holiday. Versace Blue Jeans. I chose it because it's another perfume that lasts very long, but it has great longevity. It smells great. It has the fresh green notes that I like in green perfumes, yet it has a longevity and a simpleness. It's simply fresh, and it hasn't got too much. It hasn't got any offensive notes about it. It's very mass pleasing. Great price. I urge everyone to get Versace Blue Jeans in their collection because it's a winner for summer, keeping you beach fresh and very citrusy, very uplifting. I'm not sure if it has neroli in it, but I know that the Galbandium brings a light citrus freshness. I was going to recommend Versace Manu Fresh for a summer vibe. I previously have recommended it, but nowadays I feel that the longevity doesn't really match up or is not on par with other summer scents. But I still need to try it in this summer in high heat to really give it a try, because some notes come off much stronger in high heat. So I'm going to give this another try, Versace Manu Fresh. And I think at £35, the price that I bought it, it's a steal. It comes without a cap, it's tester, but £35 for 100ml, I'd give it a try. Versace Manu Fresh. Very inoffensive if you want something that's not going to come off as harsh. Now onto the gourmand scents for summer. Now many people don't think of gourmand scents in summer because they're too warm. They might be cloying or sickly sweet in the summer, but this is a very enveloping amber and vanilla scent. It has benzoin, vanilla. It has almost like a caramel and toffee maple syrup vibe with. I'm just going to spray a little bit for you because I think this is a really, either it's a sweet boy scent because it's very gourmand and innocent and playful, but it's also mature at the same time for somebody who is, you know, tastefully reserved. And I think that that kind of clash of mature, tastefully reserved sweetness, which is not too sweet, and yet it has that playful honey or caramel vibe that would bring about some positive summer calming vibe. So the gourmand scents are not to be taken aside and not to be forgotten about, because they have very warming, calming and relaxing quality for the summer if done right and not done too sweetly. Other examples of almost gourmand smelling, fresh and sweet smelling perfumes is Python by Mansura. Has a great tuberose scent that would be comforting in the summer, yet the bergamot and peach gives it a citrus. The bergamot is sparkling and the peach is juicy in the beginning. The osmanthus gives it a slight leathery vibe, which allows it to be more wearable for men when mixed with the tuberose, which is just a white, almost gender neutral, I'd say, well, gender neutral, unisex scent. I'm going to spray this as well just to get a little whiff of it. Yeah, the tuberose almost comes through straight away, but it's enveloped by the peach and osmanthus in the beginning, but what's left at the end is a tuberose scent. The last one that I'm going to recommend for the gourmand scents is Pure Excess, because it has a amazing caramel and whiskey concoction with a bit of apple in there as well, and that's what sets it apart. It's been done before almost in different parts with Versace Eros with the apple, and it's done. You've had whiskey with almost gourmand notes in Invictus Aqua and Invictus, but this, all in all, I'm gonna spray it as well because I don't mind scenting the whole room, because I want you to get a feel for this this caramel, the caramel whiskey, and it has a bit of cinnamon and apple. It makes it warm, light. The whiskey makes it a little bit lighter and more wearable. Definitely not feminine, yet very sweet and relaxing in the way that all the notes are blended well, and they form a very warming scent overall. So moving on to another fresh scent. Overall, this is my number one in terms of fresh and fruity summer scents. Going along with Versace Eros, I'd say this is a bit more fresh, this is a bit more fruity, this has a creamy vanilla base, this has an amberwood base with a bit more of a resinous yet sweet finish with frankincense and amberwood. So this turns into spicy and sweet with the amberwood and frankincense, and this turns into something creamy and mildly woody, more similar to the Cedroc Boisé dry down. This starts with a zingy lemon and apple twist, and this starts with a pear and sage uplifting. So it's juicy pear and uplifting sage. So whether you want something fresh, spicy and uplifting, or you want something sweet, smooth and generally seductive in the summertime, these two are winners when they come to the fresh and fruity scents that have a great ciliage and last a long time. Versace Eros Eau de Toilette and Y Eau de Parfum. Check it. And the last one, I had quite a few. This is another in the fresh and fruity summer selection. Jardin exclusive is an apple and caramel. I would put it in the same league as a Pure Excess, except that this is a little bit more fruity, with the apple note being almost like a Jolly Rancher note, I'd say that the florals enhance the fruitiness of the perfume, which means that the fruitiness of Jardin Exclusive is a little bit more pronounced than the fruitiness of Pure Excess. Yet, I'd say that the Pure Excess has more of a gourmand characteristic because of its whiskey and cinnamon note. And I believe it has red thyme as well, which gives it a mildly spicy character. But it doesn't change it from being a gourmand perfume. Yet the Jardin Exclusive has a very candy, like Jolly Rancher apple note. And I would say that this definitely gets attention from far because the projection is massive. I'd say it's like an arm or like an arm or elbow, which is like it dries down to an elbow or a dry elbow. No, it dries down to about half an arm's span, and in the beginning it projects to about an arm span, which is probably, I mean, I don't think I've got a 1 meter arm span, but it's about half a meter, I'd say. So that is Jardin Exclusive, a great summer favorite. And now let's get into the very fruity, fresh summer scents that would get attention, but these are on the summer only spectrum. This is pulling out all the stops with projecting a complex, bodacious, fruity scent that will definitely get you noticed. Pulling out all the stops is Soleil d'Italy with a very sensuous water, pepper, and bitter orange mix, which is juicy bitter orange. It's got mandarin orange. The water notes are mixed in a fantastically smooth way that is reminiscent of Acqua di Gio. The cologne note or the watery notes are of high quality. They smell refined and not cheap or deodorized or the least acidic or sharp, or let's say it doesn't produce any sort of gag reaction. It's definitely a very smooth, well blended summer scent. I can't wait to wear it in summer. So it has bitter orange, watery notes, the green from the stem of a branch. The vetiver is there in the dry down, which reminds you of fresh grass. It's not a hay-like vetiver, not tobacco-like or anything. It's definitely a grassy, fresh vetiver. Nonetheless, I can imagine this lasting about 7 hours in the summer, because it's definitely a summer scent, because you can't smell it that much in the winter, but you can get a whiff of it if you were half an arm span away in pretty much an intimate close range limit. So Soleil d'Italy is great for summer, for that watery, fresh, juicy orange, sensual musk, very mature musk perfume. Check that out. And Sicily is a no holds bar. This is just pineapple, orange. You get the florals that come off a bit feminine in the mid dry down, but it all turns into generally a creamy scent through the florals. They don't come off as feminine at the end when dried down with the fruit. That fruity note persists from the top, very sharp. It dries down to become a pleasing, almost like a fruit bowl effect, where you can sort of pick out the grapefruit, you can pick out the pineapple, a little bit of pink pepper. I'm going to spray it again. I remember there was violet in there. I'm going to overspray this because I just really like it. That orange there is fantastic. Juicy orange, grapefruit, pineapple, pink pepper. You get a little bit of that jasmine with the violet peeking through. But right now the pineapple is very strong. This is very small, that violet, and then that creeps in later. That's one of my scent memory kicking in. I know it's going to happen, so I'm going to smell it before it happens. Yes, the creaminess is coming through of almost like a tuberose note, but actually, sorry, I've just sprayed the... Yeah, that's actually the python. Yes, very citric, very sharp in the beginning. It can be offensive and come off very astringent with the pineapple note in the beginning if you spray too much in one place. But generally, I'd say it's a pleasing scent, and it's a juicy, citrusy, sharp pineapple, orange, grapefruit mix with smooth florals, mature florals that dries down to an excellent mix. It's not too woody in the base. I'd say it's the floral at the bottom and the fruit at the top, and not much else. But it's a great mix all in all. So that is how I finish my selection. Sicily. All of these perfumes I would recommend. So these are the selection that we had. Overall, I would recommend Versace Dylan Blue, Python. If you haven't got it already, I don't know where you've been. You must be living under a rock. Versace Blue Jeans. Sorry, I've got to push it on you. I mean, that is Versace Eros, fantastic. And at the end of the day, this one, I just push it out there again because it's a great gourmand scent, and it's a very smooth scent. And I don't know why people have forgotten about Givenchy Pie. I think these two are fantastic. I've had better memories with this, but I don't mind using both simply because this is making great memories every time I spray it. So there we go, guys. Fresh Mark scents out. Take care of yourselves. Go outside, enjoy the summer, and live your life. Live to the fullest. Take care of yourself.